Hi, Phoebe. I was wondering if you have a minute to talk? It's about your wedding tomorrow.
Oh, Tina! Hello! Are you already on your way here? You did tell me earlier that you'd arrived the day before, as it felt like traveling from Laguna Beach to San Francisco with how long it takes, right?
Yeah, well, about that.
You know, I really can't wait for tomorrow to celebrate my special day with my closest friend. I'm really looking forward to it, Tina.
Oh, Phoebe, I'm really sorry.
Huh? What are you sorry for?
I can't go to your wedding tomorrow, Phoebe. I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you.
What? Why can't you come?
Early this morning, my mom passed away.
What? Your mom died?
She was hospitalized a little while ago, but her condition got worse really quickly, and then early this morning, she passed away. So everything has been organized for her wake to be tomorrow, and for her funeral to be the day after that.
You've gotta be pulling my leg, Tina. Well, how about that, huh?
What do you mean?
The timing is just all too convenient with your so-called mother's funeral happening on the exact day as my celebration.
I don't know what you mean, Phoebe.
Now that you say that, it seems like this has been your plan all along, so you don't have to go. Just like that time when I said, let's go to the Golden Gate Bridge. You refused and said you had a tutoring session.
No. I just couldn't skip the session and let my tutor down.
And when I asked you to come to that mixer with me, you refused and said that you were with your boyfriend.
Well, usually if you have a boyfriend, you tend to not go to mixers.
And of course, to put the cherry on top, I invite you to study at the same college as me, which you refused once again, and went to a trade school far away from where I was studying.
Hey, that trade school is well known for having good teachers, so that's why I chose to go there.
Don't hate me. These are all just your excuses for not giving a crap about your best friend.
What excuses are you on about, Phoebe? I don't have any.
Well, this time sure feels like the other times you've made up excuses to get out of stuff with me. It's obviously such a bother for you to travel from Laguna to San Francisco. So you just say your mother died so that you don't have to go. Why must you lie to me to get out of my wedding?
I'm not lying to you. Phoebe, don't you realize how horrible you're being right now? I'm the only child from a single-parent household. She was the only family I had. How dare you say such things to me, when my mother literally just passed away?
If I have to cancel last minute on my wedding, I'm cutting you out of my life.
What? You're not making any sense. Don't blame me if you want to cancel your own wedding.
This is going to be a really dark part of my life. If my best friend is being completely unreasonable before my big day. If you don't like that, then you need to come to my wedding tomorrow or else.
Phoebe,
What? You can't say anything more than one-word answers?
Right. Okay. I guess the situation can't be helped.
Well, I'm just going to leave the conversation at that for now, bestie. I'm looking forward to meeting up tomorrow for my special day. Now what the heck is going on? Tina, you said that you were going to come today. If you didn't come, I said I was cutting you out of my life. But if it ain't that, are you running late? If you are, I'll forgive you. It's normal to leave a message that you are, though. So, where are you right now?
I'm at my mother's house in San Diego.
What? San Diego? But if you catch a plane from there to San Francisco, then you should be able to attend my wedding, right?
Phoebe, I've told you this already. My mother's wake is today, and her funeral is tomorrow.
Wow, even the funeral is not real. You're still lying to me. Normally wakes happen at night. So before that, you can attend my wedding, and then you can go back to your mom's house.
Phoebe, I'm the one in mourning here. It might be hard for you to understand until you've experienced it for yourself. But funerals are a hectic and emotional time. To be honest, I can't go out just for a few hours and then come back to the wait. It wouldn't feel right.
Well, your mom's funeral is all a big fat lie so that you don't have to travel here. If you're in San Diego now, hurry up, get on a plane and come to my ceremony. It's so not cool to have my own best friend's seat empty at my wedding.
Why would I lie about my own mother's funeral? It's real! Can you please just let me give a good send-off to my mother from this life?
It's totally unreasonable that my own friend would rather lie than not come and celebrate her best friend's wedding.
Well, my mother's funeral is my #1 priority at the moment. And on that note, I need to go.
Fine. It doesn't even matter if you're going to be so unreasonable. Then I understand perfectly. I will tell all my friends who are here today all about what you said. Even if it's at the cost of losing all my friends and becoming a loner. I would rather have that than a best friend who always refuses my requests.
Good evening, Tina. How's it going? Do you have time to talk? It's about the wedding yesterday.
Oh, hey, what about it? Wait, is this you, Grant?
Yeah. Before I mention the wedding, I heard that your mom had passed away. Guess the funeral has already taken place. I'm sorry for your loss, and I wanted to send my sincere condolences.
Oh, yes, the funeral's over. Thank you for your kind words, Grant. I appreciate it. It's been a while since we last caught up, right? About 5 years ago at our middle school reunion?
Yeah, around about then. It's a shame I couldn't meet you this time, though, at the wedding.
What do you mean? Wedding? Are you talking about Phoebe's wedding?
Yeah, Phoebe's partner is actually me.
Whoa! For real?
I wasn't sure if you knew because the last name on the invitation was different. Because of a difficult family situation, I was adopted by a member of my mother's family, and so I took their last name.
Oh, I see. That's why I didn't make the connection.
Yeah, anyways, I'm here to report on the real issue at hand.
Report? What's going on?
Phoebe and I want to get a divorce from her.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Originally, it was Phoebe who had invited you, and should have told me about what's been going on with you. It seems like you've told her a lot about your mother and what happened to her. So I've taken over as the person to keep in contact with you, since she doesn't believe you.
Oh, right, I see, but tell me again why you're filing for a divorce? It hasn't been that long since you've registered your marriage, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. It hasn't been that long. The whole thing with Phoebe saying that you were lying about your mother's funeral, and that would in turn cancel the wedding last minute, just didn't sit right with me.
Oh, right, that whole mess. No matter how much I tried to tell her that this is real, she just wouldn't believe me. So, she was going to tell all the friends that were attending how crazy and unreasonable I am.
Yeah, basically. Why I wanted to get a divorce is because of all the turmoil from this, you see.
Oh, so it's not that great on your end either, huh?
After the wedding ceremony, Phoebe's mother told me that she heard from a guest that her mother's funeral was in fact real. That guest said that, but Phoebe had decided it was a lie in her eyes. Phoebe, who should have been sad and heartbroken for your loss, was in fact insulted that you wouldn't be able to attend. So she prioritized herself and her special day before you. That's when I started to get really angry with her in front of the guests. From that point, my own parents, relatives, and other guests were like, what the heck's going on? After listening to her, I came to the conclusion that this was a terrible thing for a person to do to their best friend. In the end, the wedding was cancelled, and I've decided to file for a divorce and discuss those sorts of things with her.
That's such a shame that a special day like that could end the way it did. I'm really sorry for all the trouble that this has caused.
It's alright, Tina. I didn't want any apologies from you. And I really didn't want to say too much about what was going to happen. Until I talked to Phoebe. It was inevitably going to happen sooner or later. And it was the time to talk about it with you. Instead, it's good to know in the early stages what Phoebe's true character is really like. I don't blame you for the lead up to our divorce, so please don't worry about all this.
Oh, okay then. Thank you, Grant.
Yeah, Phoebe might start complaining to you about all this though, so just giving you a heads up.
Okay, got it. Be careful with all the things you have to do. Thank you for your kindness throughout this ordeal. Good luck.
Tina, are you there? Grant just filed a divorce from me. What are you going to do about it since you're the one responsible for this whole mess? Since, coincidentally, your mother died around the same time as my wedding and you couldn't make it. Tina, you're supposed to put your best friend first, but no, you couldn't even do that. Why do I have to get divorce papers thrown at me? Tina, don't ignore me! This is all your fault!
Are you not aware of why Grant is divorcing you? Do you not realize what you said about me?
What do you even mean? Why are you saying that I'm the bad guy here? You're the one who messed up. Do you really think you're the victim in all this?
Of course you don't even try to understand what you said was wrong. Phoebe, you really need to learn that not everyone has the same point of view as you. And to respect others when things happen. What if you knew someone close to you had passed away? Would you want to go to a wedding that was being held at the same time as the funeral?
I don't know, Tina. Would you quit preaching to me about things that haven't even happened? Anyways, hurry up and get outside. Can't you hear the ding-dong noise of your bell?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Since I got divorced, my parents have cut me off. So I can't go back to my family's house. I need to live somewhere. And since you're the one that caused the divorce in the first place, I thought maybe I could come here and live with you. You have to make it up to me.
But
Hurry up and open the door! It's a bit chilly down here in San Diego, so let me in!
look, Phoebe, I've already gone back to Laguna, to where my company's dormitory is.
You don't live in San Diego anymore?
Phoebe, you know that I went to trade school in Laguna. I found a job there as well. The house that my mother and I lived in was a rental. I canceled the lease when my mother passed away. So that house is up for rent right now. It's completely empty.
What? Then where the heck am I supposed to go if you're not here?
No matter what you say, It's not going to change the fact that I don't want to help you. You cut me off, remember? I think it would be weird if we were to live together. Just so I can make it up to you. I don't need to do that.
Because it was all your fault that this has happened!
Either way, I live in my company's dormitory. I can't room with someone who isn't involved with the company. Phoebe. Plus, with your lavish lifestyle, it wouldn't work at all.
Well, you need to do something to change that.
If I'm saying it doesn't work Phoebe.
Tina! You can't do this to me!
You don't even realize what you've done, Phoebe.
I can't live down here! Help me out, please!
You cut me off, Phoebe. There's not much I can do for you, and I don't want to anyways.
Wait! No! You can't just abandon your best friend! Please, don't leave me! I need you!
Goodbye, and good luck, Phoebe. I don't want to hear from you again. It seems I have very good friends and acquaintances other than Phoebe. Many of them have expressed their condolences to the loss of my mom. I want to cherish my friendships with them as much as I can. Also, when it comes to Phoebe, she owed a significant amount of money, as she was held responsible for canceling the wedding and Grant divorcing her for what she said to me. It seems that she tried to move into my house because she wanted to save money by not having to pay rent. Her plan ended up backfiring on her and had no choice but to move to Los Angeles. It seems like she somehow finally found a live-in job. Because of her personality, she seemed to find it quite glamorous on the first day. It was immediately confirmed that none of the other staff liked her, so she was on her own. She would be eating her lunch by herself in a toilet stall. Thank you for watching! If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey there, Alan. Doing well? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, it has, hasn't it? I'm doing good.
You moved recently, right? Good work on that. We're going to be neighbors now.
Well, I'm about 2 train stops away from you.
But that's still much closer than before. It's even walkable if we wanted to.
Well, you're not wrong. But it's kind of surprising for you to reach out to me.
Our mom told you to check in on me, didn't she?
She always says that, doesn't she? It's not like siblings with such an age gap chat all the time.
But I guess it's good to touch base every once in a while. We haven't really talked since your wedding, right?
Is that so?
Yeah, it is. And it's been a while since we last saw each other. You didn't even show up for New Year's or Grandpa's memorial service, right?
Well, yeah.
You'll at least come home for Thanksgiving, right? I'll be there. It will be nice to see you.
No, I'm not going back home.
Why not? Even our cousins are gathering at our parents' house. Alan, you shouldn't ignore family gatherings.
Well, I'd like to go, but Mally doesn't want to, so I can't.
What? Mally?
Yeah, that's right. She seems to have something against her family, so she doesn't like going to her family gatherings.
Why? Did we do something to upset Mally?
No, we didn't. She just seems to think we're a poor family and she doesn't want to associate with us. She thinks our poverty is contagious or something.
What? We're not poor. We're not particularly wealthy either, but isn't Mally being a bit rude?
She probably looks down on us because we're from the country. Mally's from New York City, you know. All her relatives are New Yorkers and they don't know much about rural life.
What? That's infuriating. Just because we're from the country doesn't mean she can look down on us. So, are you avoiding us because of her?
I tried going back home alone once, but Mally got really upset, so I had to give it up.
She won't even let you go home? Going home is a given. And besides, Alan, you're the oldest son. You can't just ignore your family home, right?
I know, but she doesn't seem to like me getting along with my family. When Mally gets in a bad mood, it gets really bad. She even throws plates when she's really upset.
That's terrible. I don't deal well with people who lash out like that. Throwing a tantrum when she's upset? She's acting like a toddler.
Well, she's usually nice and a good wife. Anyway, that's why. I can't go home for a while and I can't go to the family gatherings. Please understand.
I can't accept that. That's not fair. It's strange that you're the only one who can't attend family gatherings. Do you really need to go along with Mally's whims to that extent?
I'm not planning to let this go on forever. I'll think I'll be able to go home at least occasionally. I'll try to negotiate with her when she's in a good mood.
You have to negotiate with your wife just to go home? You really have a tough time with your high-maintenance wife.
So, you think so too? Mally is just too demanding.
No matter how you look at it, she's too self-centered. You're too accommodating for tolerating such behavior. If I were in your shoes, I would have left the house a long time ago.
It's embarrassing for a husband to run away from home. It's fine, I can endure it. At this point, changing Mally's personality is impossible.
You're too good-hearted. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? If you ever want to vent about Mally, feel free to contact me. I'll listen anytime if you want.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Hey, Alan, do you like grapes? I received a bunch from a friend and I've been distributing them among the family. Can I drop by today and give you some?
Sorry, I'm actually on a business trip right now.
Oh, really? Bad timing, huh? Should I come and deliver them after your trip?
But grapes can go bad easily, right? Never mind then.
Oh, come on, they're delicious grapes. Mally is at home, right? I could drop them off there.
No, that's alright. Didn't I tell you before that Mally doesn't like my family? She might say something rude if you come, so please don't. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable.
Then how about I just leave them at your doorstep? It should be fine if she doesn't have to meet anyone face to face, right?
You don't get how bad it is with Mally. She even hates when my family sets foot on the property.
Does she dislike us that much? If she hates the in-laws so much, she shouldn't have gotten married.
Right. I wonder why she married then.
Even from my perspective as your sister, you were quite popular. You always had wonderful girlfriends. Why did you end up making a mistake with your marriage partner?
Who knows? I met Mally through a friend's introduction. Actually, most of the time I've got a girlfriend, it's been through a friend's introduction.
You have quite a wide social circle.
Well, it's not too bad. And so I was introduced to Mally as an honest and good girl.
Honest and good girl? Where?
She wasn't like this before we got married. I thought she was a kind woman. I didn't think she would change this much.
Were you fooled? She was probably just pretending to be a nice person before the marriage.
Recently, Mally's selfishness has been accelerating. She started to become more possessive of me. I hardly have any free time. It's exhausting.
Poor Ellen. Why don't you just break up?
But we've only been married for a year. If I break up now, people might think it's weird. I'd like to at least put up with it for 3 years.
I think you shouldn't worry about what others think. Mally's the one in the wrong here.
But I don't know what people would think if I divorced this early. It'd be a problem if strange rumors started circulating. It'd be nice if Mally's character could somehow improve.
No one would think you're the bad one. Everyone believes in you.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
But if you're complaining this much, you must be stressed out, right? I can't forgive Mally for troubling you so much. Honestly, it's unforgivable. Hey Alan, I just ran into Mally.
Mally, where?
Right around my neighborhood. Despite the rain, she was walking without an umbrella. She was all wet, so I took her in.
Sorry if my wife caused any trouble. I'll come and pick her up right away.
Aren't you on a business trip though?
I'll let my colleague handle things here. I can't let you be inconvenienced.
There's no need for that at all. I just took her to the police. She's fine.
Wait, why did you take her to the police? Did Mally do something?
No, she didn't do anything.
Then why take her to the police?
Because Mally is a victim, right? She was a wreck when I found her. She was covered in bruises.
What? Why would she be in such a state? Could it have been an accident, maybe? Thanks for looking out for her anyway.
Quit the act, Alan. Mally said you did this to her.
Me? I would never hurt my wife.
She said you kept her confined at home, securing the door from the outside, like she was being treated like livestock. And the bruises, she says they're your doing.
Hold on, wait. That's all lies.
How then do you explain Mally being so skinny? These are signs of physical abuse. Stop with the bad excuses.
Alright, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't want to have to say this, but Mally has mental issues. She would sometimes get violent, so I had to keep her in the room. I had work and I was out of options.
She didn't seem mentally ill to me. She even talked normally with the police.
She might seem fine on the surface, but it's different.
Even if what you're saying is true, it's still strange. Why didn't you take her to a hospital?
I didn't want any rumors.
So you confined her at home and didn't give her care that she needed. Isn't that a crime?
I haven't committed any crime. Calm down.
I am calm, but you should be worried. You might end up in jail if this continues. Keeping her confined, hurting her? That's a crime no matter how you look at it.
What the hell? I thought you believed me.
Mally came to me crying for help. She didn't look like she was lying. Your excuses don't add up. I can't believe you anymore.
Did you say anything to our parents? I was not allowed into the house.
I've told the mothers not to harbor Alan if he shows up. It's not for his benefit. So he should just face his crime quietly.
I was attacked.
By whom?
After returning from a business trip, Mally's family had arrived. I was nearly punched.
I was the one who contacted Mally's family.
Did you betray me?
Don't say things that sound bad. Of course I would inform the family. Mally is currently hospitalized. Seems like a broken leg. What do you think caused it?
Broken leg? I know nothing about it.
Apparently, Mally jumped out of a window and escaped. Came here running on a broken leg. This broken leg is your fault too.
It's not my fault.
Because you didn't let her out, right? That's why, if the correlation is proven, your crime may become even more serious.
What the hell do you want to do with me? Do you want me to be miserable?
I just think you should take responsibility for what you've done. You've done so many terrible things to Mally. You should properly atone for your crimes. Mally testified to everything.
What did she say?
She talked about what you did to her and how it all started. She said it started with something trivial, It seems you got upset over a minor thing. And that from that day, you changed and started hitting her.
Do you really think I would do such a thing?
It seems Mally's bruises have been proven to be injuries. That's what the doctors diagnosed. You've been hiding your true nature all along.
No, that's not true.
I don't believe it anymore. You've been saying bad things about Mally on purpose. Like she's selfish or that she dislikes her relatives. How could you say such things?
I'm not lying. Please believe me.
It wasn't that Mally hated her relatives. You just didn't want to introduce Mally to your family, right? If they saw such a battered wife, of course they would suspect something, right? To hide your wrongdoing, you wanted to keep Mally away from her family. That's why you told such a lie.
You were the one saying bad things about Mally too. You agreed with me.
I didn't know Mally was going through such things. And I didn't know your true nature.
I don't have a true nature. The person I showed to my family is the real me. You're part of the family, so you should understand, right?
Liar! You're the one pretending to be a saint. We were completely fooled. Even Mom and Dad said they want you to atone for your sins.
Are Mom and Dad going to abandon me too?
What you did is a criminal act. We can't cover for you.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted Mally to reflect and change her behavior.
There was no need to go this far, right? To even cause her injuries. You're insane. I don't understand the thinking of a criminal.
I feel bad that I ended up causing her to break a bone. But this is just a domestic dispute.
It became a crime, so the police intervened. Mally's family said they would file a complaint. I think that's a good idea. This isn't a problem that can be resolved with just damages.
Are you telling me to become a convict? Me?
It's sad for me to become the sister of a convict. We can't overlook what you've done. There will be no one left who believes in you after this.
There must be people who believe in me.
Society is harsh on ex-convicts. I'll never believe in you again. Consider that you don't have a sister anymore. And I'll live as if I don't have a brother. Afterwards, it seems Mally filed a complaint as advised by her family. There was a possibility of settlement, but Mally's family didn't allow it to be resolved with money. In the end, Alan was given a prison sentence. It's suspended, but the fact remains that he became a convict. Because of this incident, Alan lost his job. Acquaintances and friends distanced themselves, and his once extensive network of relationships collapsed, and I, as declared, cut ties with Alan. Our parents haven't abandoned Alan, but they can't return to their previous relationship. Alan must have understood that he lost his parents' trust. Before long, Alan stopped contacting anyone. All we can do now is hope for Mally's mental wounds to heal quickly.